Hey guys, it's Eric Connor from Nerdy Geek Talk, source for all your nerdy geeky needs, here with episode 57, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what the show notes
Steel
say.
City Bots. Joining me tonight, we have... who should go first? We have Miguel. Miguel, how are you?
I'm doing well. Playing Mega Man 11. My room is in disarray, and my job's falling apart.
Okay,
Woohoo!
so usual week.
Yeah.
Sandra, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And how are you doing?
I'm pretty good, Busy, good. Who is transforming something?
Yeah.
Jared,
No,
is it you?
Might have been me. I was closing
Definitely
the
you.
Challenger's chest back up.
It was Jared.
Transform something quieter.
Jared,
Or-
how are you? Other than loudly transforming stuff.
Doing good. It's not my fault.
It
Unique
is
Toys
your
decides
fault.
to
I mean,
do-
you are transforming it by your microphone. I'm just saying. That is
Yeah,
your
but
fault.
Unique Toys blame Unique Toys black magic because that's the only reason why.
Zeus, how are you?
I'm good. I have been busy, and I don't know if it was the stress or something I ate, but I got real sick last night, so that was fun.
And Tanner, how are you?
Hello, people. Welcome back. I know it's been quite some time, and honestly, I
You're very
really
quiet.
didn't know what? Oh, hello.
This is
people.
Steel City Bots, not Tanner's ASMR corner.
By the way, okay, if you'd like to subscribe to Tanner's ASMR Corner, that will be starting.
Oh no,
relatively
I gave him ideas.
But hey, guys, welcome back. I know it's been a quite long time, and honestly, I don't even know what to say. It's good to be back.
Before we get started though, Zeus, I have a quick question. Do you have that review of Studio Series Bumblebee out?
No, I've again been busy, so I haven't had time to make that one last change I need to.
Better do it, man. You do
My
like
or-
one
or
every
what? Are
6
you gonna
months.
kill me?
We're due.
Are you gonna kill me if I don't put one up? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying,
he,
Eric?
We
he
can't
most
wait
certainly
entire
will.
year. We can
He's
only wait
killed
6
me
months
multiple
for your
times.
reviews. That's how it works. It's like every 6
Oh,
months.
so you're reviewing the... he's talking about the not the Volkswagen one, the Camaro.
No, I am talking about the Volkswagen,
Yeah, Volkswagen.
one.
Oh, well...
I have a review
Zeus-
filmed and
Zeus-
mostly edited. What?
You get that up, because I'm never getting mine up, because my Bumblebee Volkswagen doesn't stay together.
Okay,
Ever.
you got it.
I feel like that's
Don't
a
think I
good
can get-
reason to do a review on it, though.
I'll make the last change that I need to make, which is literally just like taking out one bit of audio, but again, I've been swamped. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll put it up, and it's going to be another review, and I think it's pretty good.
Coolio. But anyways, Soundjack, what is our history lesson for the week?
Our history lesson for the week is actually one from yesterday, yesterday from the day we're recording. October 14th, 1964, David K. is born. If you don't recognize the name, you should, for he was Beast Wars Megatron, the Unicron Trilogy Megatron, animated Optimus Prime, and obviously the most important character that you should know, Robots in Disguise / Mark.
My favorite.
Among many others, not as many as say Frank Welker, but he is quite prolific in the Transformers series.
I
Barely
think
speaking.
I think he's more
Being
iconic
every
than
bad guy
Frank
of the
Welker.
80s.
I'm saying I was saying more prolific in terms of the amount of voices done, but he is the voice actor that has been in the most single Transformer series.
And he's been Optimus and Megatron, so there's that.
Yes. As he has appeared in 8 separate series, which is quite ridiculous, but awesome. So Yes. Happy birthday, David K.
That sounded a lot
how can
creepier
I-
than I think you meant it to.
It sounded like
What?
Megatron.
That's good. Cool. Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's move on to what did everyone get this week, and let's start off with Miguel. Miguel, what did you get this week?
All right. Starting off, I haven't. What is that? I missed last week, so I have some more reporting to do about my ventures in Transformers TCG world. I need the super rare Bumblebee, and I'll have all the cards from Wave 1.
That's the only card you're missing.
It's the only card I'm missing.
Okay. Jeez Louise.
I kind of went nuts.
Jeez Louise.
How many
I'll-
cards are there?
There are 40 character cards and 81 battle cards in Wave 1.
And
Yes.
you have how many character cards then?
All but one.
39. And how many of the battle cards do you have?
I have all of them.
All of them.
Well,
Yeah,
in Wave 1, because there's the convention pack, which I'm not bothering with because people are selling the packs themselves for like $150 a pack now.
yeah, fun.
Few got one though.
Yes, I saw
For
a few
free.
got one.
And that makes me mad because I
Um,
wanted one.
I
Kind
was,
of.
Well, the guys from Wizards of the Coast who have been on the different Facebook groups and on the official page have said those cards will be available again in some shape or form. They just haven't. They're not allowed to say how yet.
Oh, okay. That's honestly what I was hoping after I saw how fast that pack went out.
Yeah.
Especially
So
since there are characters like Slipstream and Cliff Jumper. That would suck if they were never able to be obtained again.
right. I heard for people who want Slipstream and Cliffjumper, they'll be available, and then for people who are more concerned with the overpowered cards that are in those packs, there'll be opportunity to get them. I was
What
happy
do
that I
those
pulled.
cards do, if you don't mind me asking?
What was that?
What do those two cards do?
So,
The two.
all out attack, I think what it does is it untaps all your cards and like allows you to attack with all of them in one turn, which is like abusive. And then tandem targeting system, I think it gives +1 to the card that it's on, but it also allows you to play an additional tandem targeting system. So
Oh, okay.
that's from your scrap pile. So as
Oh.
you're playing the game, there's more and more cards in your scrap pile. Eventually, you could play one and then pull 2 more out.
Okay.
So it's pretty abusive. I'm excited for playing at TFCon, given the fact that they've scheduled. Yeah, the fact that they've scheduled organized time to play for every day.
Nice. I can't wait to play against you with your deck because
I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing because I haven't played yet. Like I have a Dinobot deck that I built, and I'm gonna probably toy with like a tank deck. I don't know if I'm gonna do Cosmos and Nemesis. I can
because you have the technology.
I have the technology. And then speaking of Nemesis, that week was that all of this stuff sort of showed up was like the week of Nemesis, because I also picked up the Nemesis Prime attack mode model kit from Flames Toys.
That was the one that was the New York Comic Con exclusive, right?
Right. They had it in New York Comic Con. It's kind of it rather than just be exclusive to one con, it's just kind of like Flame Toys' event exclusive. So whatever events they're at where they're allowed to sell or like be an official entity, they'll be able to sell that. So I was like, at that point, I didn't have anyone who would middleman it or who had like sort of planned to middleman it for me. So I was like, all right, let me see what my options are. And my options were order it from eBay from people who were selling it, who got it at New York Comic Con, or wait for it to show up in stock from Flame Toys' like online shop, but it cost more to get it from someone who went to New York. No, it cost more to get it from Flame Toys than it did from someone who just went to New York Comic Con and was selling it at an upcharge. So I got it. I haven't built it yet because I lost my tools.
It's basically a gunplay kit, right?
Yeah, so it's pre-assembled. It's disassembled, and you have to build it. The one thing though is that it comes like with, I think it comes fully painted, and like I don't know if it's stickers or tampos.
Oh, interesting.
Like it from what I'm seeing, a lot of people are like, yeah, you build it, and it's kind of like this high-end action figure. And it's the size of a Voyager.
Wow, that is. Oh, cool! My dogs are barking again.
Sound check. I can't hear you.
Yeah, sound check. You're completely silent.
I accidentally muted him. I didn't know I could do that. Soundjack, can you unmute yourself? Because apparently I can't unmute you the way I muted you.
You did.
Okay, there you go.
What did I do? I almost knew except for you. But
Not to make a weird situation weirder, but I did just find a Lego man dressed as a banana under my bed.
I thought it was under Lando.
Okay, I'll give that one to you. Okay, wait, Miguel, what tools do you need to build the Nemesis Prime kit, though?
All I really need are the away from my mic. All I really need are a pair of like nippers. So like the hobby, they're not quite like pliers. They're a cutting tool.
You just use a pair of nail clippers or something?
I'd rather not, considering the fact that this is an expensive and rare event exclusive kit. I'd rather use proper tools and stuff.
Sure, if you want to do it right, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Nerd.
I just brought it out. I want to see if it actually is tamper graphs and not stickers. Someone else go while I investigate.
Alrighty, Tanner, what did you get
Yeah,
this week
that's
since you actually
right,
got
ladies
something?
and gentlemen. As part of my return, that's right, I got something. Something that has kind of been an early holy grail for me ever since I first got into this whole thing. Hang on one second. That's right, ladies
To
and
grab
gentlemen.
the box, even though this is a non-video podcast.
Zeus, stop raining on his parade.
Never.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's right, guys. I was actually able to find I was on the hunt, right? I had to go through a pretty shady Walmart. But I found a 2018 reissue Walmart exclusive Gen 1 Devastator. Which a Gen 1 Devastator has been kind of like a holy grail item for me for a long time. So, yeah, it was the last one, and there was just a bunch of hot rods and this.
Wait, so at
So
the
I was like-
moment, do you think that you're going to open it or leave it in box?
I'm considering both sides equally.
So right now you're just undecided totally?
Yes, because I love the box.
It does look... I am not one for leaving things in boxes, but that is something that I would...
But it's a Gen 1 box.
That is something that I would consider leaving in box. So... Plus, leading into... Is that all you got this week?
Yeah, I mean, but if it was like the typical commemorative style boxes where like it's a commemorative.
Oh no, I know. That's the original G1 packaging style, so that's why it's
I know,
I would consider leaving it in there. But leading into what I got this week, actually, I got a complete G1 Devastator. Loose, though, so I don't have to debate opening it or not, because I've been debating getting the reissue, but I bought many things. Although first, shout out to Melvar from Radio Free Cybertron. He got me a Punch Counterpunch for my birthday, which was in July. But he pre-ordered it for me, and it actually came. And I went home and I got it. And I gotta say, Punch Counterpunch is quite awesome.
Toy of the year, right?
He's definitely a contender.
I don't know,
I'm not as definite, but
that Optimal Optimus was pretty good.
Optimal Optimus is not nearly as good of a toy. It's a
Okay,
good toy,
well,
but it's not nearly as
now
good.
you
This
guys
guy
have been
is-
hyping up. You guys have been hyping up Punch Counterpunch so much. I feel like when I get him, I'm not gonna like him as much as any of you do.
Well, you like Repugnus a whole bunch.
Because he's really good.
Did Amazon give you a ship date yet?
No, I actually still haven't put in another pre-order.
Oh, you're probably not getting one.
Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say they've been selling like hotcakes. But anyways,
I mean,
yeah. Well, I don't know. Are they gonna get more in stock?
I think people. I think at this point there are people who have actually gotten messages of Amazon being like, yeah, we're not getting more.
Unlike, which is
Unlike
funny
the
because that isn't
earlier.
making the rounds. But previously there was a message that wasn't
Right.
saying that making the rounds, saying, and people were saying that's what it was. But
Who knows? I could be full of baloney too. So we'll see.
this is true.
I figure in a month it'll probably go back up. I'll get one then.
Maybe. But yeah, so I got complete Devastator and an extra Devastator head too. Also, Soundjack, you're muted, and it wasn't me this time. This is kind of funny. But G1 Devastator is awesome, I gotta say. I've wanted to own one for a while. Not super bad, as in like I'll go out and get one, but there is an ice cream shop below my apartment building that also sells toys, and I talked to the owner because the one time I got a rescue bot and like a little tiny thing, a statue thing of Jazz. I bought them the second I saw them because they don't have Transformer stuff very often. And then I told the owner of the store, like, hey, if you see Transformers, you should definitely get them because I will buy those right away. And he was like, oh, I actually have a whole bunch at my other store. Let me bring them over. So he brought them over before I went to Pittsburgh this past weekend. So I got them, put them in a bag, and took them with me on the bus station, on my bus journey to Pittsburgh, and looked at some of them. And yes, there were some G1 toys in there. So Devastator, all of Devastator was in there. 2 Astro Trains were in there. Let's see, what cassettes were in there? Ravage, G1 Ravage was in there. I also got G1 Ramhorn, who was a very pleasant surprise. Also G1 Overkill and Slugfest, who I very, very much like. And then 2 toys that I've wanted for quite some time. G1 Squawk Box. No, G1 Squawk Talk and Beast Box. Who formed Squawk Box. Yeah. And yes, I've wanted those toys for quite some time, so it was quite exciting to see those 2 in there by surprise. Just because it was like 2 bins full of random stuff. And then I got a couple other toys that have, like 5 that haven't been identified, but then a ton of GoBots, including, but not limited to, Leader 1, which is blue, not gray. Psykill, who is actually missing a wheel, sadly. A couple others.
You'll probably find one of those on eBay for like $10.
Except I don't want to pay $10 for a wheel.
Well, but then you'd have a complete Psykill, is all I'm saying.
I don't want a complete Psykill though for $10 for a wheel.
I don't know. It could be less. That was just me going off prices for G1 Megatron parts.
Odd way to determine that, but anyways.
Because that's the only kind of parts I've ever looked up.
But anyways, the bunch of other GoBots, including the GoBot Combiner Puzzler, all of the combiners. So that was a pleasant surprise because I went through I was going through them before I posted them to figure out what they were, and I noticed that the upper half of the torso of Puzzler, was actually I noticed it had two faces, so I was like, this might be a combiner. And then the arms, whenever I was transforming those, I realized, like, these have hands built in. They are totally, which is a self-contained combiner, which I like. But, like, so those are totally arms. But I did not know that the cop car was actually a lower torso and that the leg guys were legs. I just knew they were individual robots. So finding out from other people, like, they were like, oh, this is a component, a puzzler, this one is. And then eventually I realized I have all the components of puzzler. So I made a puzzler. So that was definitely cool. And also a headless but original green lion and red lion from Voltron. And Micromaster, what's the Micromaster I got? Tote.
Wait,
So-
you have a tote too?
Yeah, now I have a tote. It's my only Micromaster I've ever had.
Eric, we gotta start the tote con. Okay.
I'm just
Dude,
I'm
that is gonna be
excited
the-
because I've never had a Micromaster and now I have a Micromaster.
Well, dude,
in
you start
time
off
for
with the best
Siege.
one because it's tote.
Tote is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
And then
He's
next
right,
year,
right.
you'll be sick of Micromasters after Siege.
True, I will.
I will
This
not.
one, so that's why it's a good thing
Oh,
I got
yes.
one now because I would not want one after Siege.
How can you be sick of small
Wait,
transforming
Eric,
robots?
you wanna
That's
add
heresy.
something else onto that list?
What else did I get?
While you were here, it wasn't a transformer.
What? I don't know.
Something that's only here.
A Goblerito?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's not for the podcast.
Dude, it's for everything.
Well, now it's on the
national holiday.
podcast, so
Well, the Gobleritos, for those who don't know, are actually from a restaurant that's really awesome, and it's basically Thanksgiving dinner as a burrito, and it's actually amazing. It is like the most amazing thing ever. So, yeah, there's that.
And
it
scene.
was just perfect. So, I was very happy to have that. And then I think that's it. You know, excluding naming the other like 50 GoBots that I got. So.
Didn't you get a couple other G1 dudes? Like, didn't you get Blades?
Oh, I also got Blades and Groove. I left those two. I was going to say, I got all the cassettes. I got 2 Astro Trains and the Constructicons. I forgot that I did get Blades and Groove as well. Which I
hey,
kinda
what are you
saved.
planning on doing with that second Astro Train, by the way?
Not sure yet.
Okay, well, just keep me in mind if you decide to sell it.
I may do that.
Okay.
But yeah,
My
so...
dog's being very sad right now.
Wait, what? Oh, your dog.
Um,
Aw, your dog's
yeah.
cute. I like your dog.
Yeah. Everyone likes my dog. I got a
I'm
friend who's coming out from North
Steve
Carolina.
Asperger's.
Half the reason is he wants to pet my dog.
It's only half the reason, not the full
Yep.
reason.
The other half of is he wants to go to Universal Studios.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It
Fair.
has nothing to do with wanting to see me, his friend. It's all about wanting to see my dog and going on the Universal Studios studio tour.
Yeah,
That's how-
that sounds about right. Yeah. Soundjack, what did you get this week?
Okay, before I get started, I'm not muted, right?
Correct.
Good. Okay, cool.
Wait, sorry, Soundjack, what did you say?
Did he
thought
say
you
something?
muted. Soundjack, talk.
Anywho,
Soundjack, I can't hear. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm done. Okay, keep going.
I'm just going to get started with something from last week I forgot. I did get 2 packs of the Transformers TCG, and the character cards I got were Sunstorm and Wheeljack, which is awesome because I pulled a Wheeljack in my first one, and I can't pull a Soundwave, so because there's no Soundwave in set 1. That's surprising. But that was last week. This week, I got... first, I picked up, because I thought I wasn't going to get anything this week, I picked up the Energon Igniter Speed Series Bumblebee, which is very cute.
Wait,
It's very cute.
that's the Energon Igniter? I thought that was the Legion class.
Well,
Yeah,
the
they-
packaging says Energon Igniters on it. It just doesn't do anything with the Energon Igniters gimmick.
No, it does.
It does?
You can plug the motor into the back of his vehicle mode, and you just pull the motor back, and then boom, it zooms.
Yeah, so it doesn't really do anything. It's all the motor doing the work then?
Admittedly, yes. But it still interacts
so
with
I was right, kind
No,
of.
that's still interaction.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I was right about it not having its own gimmick, at least.
Yeah. I guess. But yeah, anyway, it's Coot. But if I knew I was getting everything else I did this week, I probably wouldn't have gotten him. Because, well, should I mention the thing I got for you, Eric? Because I'm going to do a review on it.
Sure.
I picked up, what was it, Power Charge Bumblebee?
Basically, yeah, I was going to say, the leader class Bumblebee that I've been saying is cool, that now Jared is hopping on my train and saying that, oh yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I always thought it was pretty
Absolutely.
cool, but never had any plan to buy it, because
no one else said it was cool before. Everyone's like, oh, look at the movie masterpiece, oh, look at the studio series, but I've always been like, I like that one.
I was never against it. I did think it was good. I just also thought the movie masterpiece and studio series would fit better in my collection and also would take up less space on my shelves.
Yeah. This is bigger than leader class figures.
Is it bigger? How much bigger?
Can you see my shelf right now?
Is it right next to Grimlock?
Yeah, it's right next to Grimlock.
Oh, wow.
It's taller and bigger than Grimlock. But it's also got, like, the upper half has, like, the transformation sensibilities of like, a Cybertron figure.
Uh-huh.
So it's allowed to be bulky and big. And have lights and sounds.
Woohoo!
Though the legs, admittedly, are surprisingly complex for how simplistic the upper half of the transformation is.
I saw a video on the transformation, and yeah, it does get kind of involved. I almost wish they could have done a similar leg transformation to that for the Studio Series one, because
I probably would have made that easier. Yeah.
While I do love the figure, I'm not a huge fan of the whole back of the car ending up on his calves.
The legs are definitely a lot cleaner.
It's always leg day.
Yeah, it's always leg day. But yeah, so that's neat. I will review it on the channel, but I'm not keeping it. As I said, it will be traded off with Eric for TFCon at TFCon.
At TFCon, woo! Probably for some of my GoBots.
Flight. 10 days till my flight for TFCon, which is the day before the actual convention.
Only 10 days.
So once it goes out, it's going to be 10 days till TFCon, unless this goes out late.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like, is it 10? No, but as of right now, it's 11 for us.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. But besides that, same day I got that. And I also picked it up for Eric because Target was having get $50 in toys, get $10 off offer. And then I applied my employee discount on it. That's why I'm getting it for him instead of him getting it, so we could get it a little cheaper. Because I still bought it, and I'm just giving it to someone else that's paying me for it. So it's I can do that. But on the same day I got that, I got for myself Studio Series Ironhide, who had just been put on the shelf when I went to go back to grab the Power Charge B after work. So thank you, Eric, for making me go back and get him.
You're welcome. I did it just to help you.
Yes, obviously. I will say, better than I was expecting. I expected it to be Brawl 0.2. It's better than Brawl because the arms are a lot better and the torso really locks in. Even though the chest piece does not want to plug into the neck on mine for whatever reason, and I can't figure out why.
It just doesn't. It's not a super solid connection.
Wait, what'd you say, Soundjack? I couldn't hear you about Ironhide.
I can't get the chest piece to connect into the neck slot on Ironhide.
It just kind of sits in there.
Like I'll get it in there, and then it just pops out and just sits underneath. And
with mine, it all still sits together, but it's kind of loose.
Yeah, mine just does not fit. I don't know what's up. Also, and I've noticed this on other people's copies, his right eye is just painted bad.
Yep.
There's smearage. It's unfortunate. It goes into his eyebrow. It's unfortunate. The left hand. Sorry, Jared.
This is how mine is. I don't know if you can see it, but mine actually does tap in. The chest piece does tap in like pretty securely.
Yeah, mine it just refuses. I don't know why.
Did you tab the kidney wheels in all the way? Or do you just have them sitting there?
I think they're tabbed in.
Because there's an actual tab, and it took me a while to figure that out.
Yeah,
maybe I don't. I'll have to pull it
tab in.
Yeah, because sometimes if everything's not sitting quite right on the back, it might be a little harder to get the front together.
Okay. Yeah. So that's mildly annoying, but like the torso is pretty good. It's the legs that are the most problematic because there's such little paint that they're just entirely black and no ankle articulation, just like Brawl. That's why I was concerned this was going to be another Brawl, because there's no foot ankle articulation. Really? You got a little bit of a tilt, but that only exists because of the transformation.
And also, did you get the foot wheels tabbed in? Because those I had to force, and it took me like 5 times to get them actually all the way tabbed in, instead of just kind of loose.
I did not realize they tabbed in. I just thought they sat there.
Yeah, I thought that for the longest time, and then I was having issues with him standing.
Well, I've never had a with him standing, so.
Well, like, he would just kind of wobble a bit. Yeah. But then I just forced those up in there, and now he stands a lot better.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Zeus, you just created 2 new Transformer tropes, kidney wheels and feet wheels.
Yeah, I did it. I've accomplished something.
I like the sound of kidney wheels.
I know, that's why I said it.
It's the future of kidney transplants.
Is it?
But anyway, I still have more, because then after work my next day, I went back to the toy section and I saw that they had put out Studio Series Deluxe Wave 3, and while I have Bumblebee, I didn't have Ratchet or Shadow Raider, and they were still their offer. So I was like, okay. The next day I went back before work, grabbed Doctor the Moon, Studio Series Ratchet, and then Shadow Raider as well, but that was only $40 and I needed $50. So I also picked up Cyberverse, Scout Class, Megatron, and Starscream, so now I have Wave 1 of that.
Oh, I didn't know that you also got Shadow Raider. I knew that you got Dark of the Moon Ratchet. I did not know that you got Shadow Raider, though.
Yep.
Like, that's the one I want to get next, but that's the one that also is more expensive on Amazon, and I doubt it's going to show up at my stores again for a while, but he looks very good.
Yeah, Shadow Raider is very nice. It's my first experience with the Lockdown mold because I missed Wave 2 when it was at my Target, and I'll have to order online to get them probably. But it's quite nice. The arms are incredibly tight at the joints, so the arms tend to fall apart when I move him a bunch. That's the only unfortunate thing. Okay, so at least it's not limited to me. That's better.
Wait, which part of the arm are you talking about, though?
Both the ball joint at the arm, though that might be just me trying to make different poses and it falling off, because I'm just bending it the wrong way because it's a ball joint. But
I think I remember having some trouble with that at first. But also on mine, like that thing on his shoulder that's supposed to be, I guess, like ammo, maybe? You know the thing I'm talking about? Yeah, that just fell off. Like it wasn't glued on right.
But it's on like a friction joint, so...
well, yeah, but they're supposed to be glued on, though. I could see where the glue was. It's just
about the thing that moves or the thing that's stationary.
The stationary piece.
Okay.
On mine fell off.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. But anyway, I also have the problem with the rotation at the middle of the upper arm, I guess, because of the transformation. That's also pretty tight. But yeah, so that's it for Shadow Raider. And just quickly, Scout, Starscream, and Megatron. They're neat enough, but they're kind of crap.
Wait, they're neat enough, but they're kind of what?
Crap.
You don't like them?
I mean, mostly it's just because their gimmicks don't work 100% of the way. Because with how Megatron's works, it's literally just it's all his mace coming out is literally dependent upon gravity. So like if I have it at an angle of 90 degrees, it's fine. But like if I have it at a different angle, the mace doesn't come out. It's not. It's just supposed to fly out rather than the gimmick activating it per se.
Huh.
He's fun to like. They're all still fun to mess around with, but I think Grimlock's and Bumblebee's gimmicks are more fun. Also, Starscream's gear mechanism for the wings feels off a little bit, I guess, because the wings will just. When I get them into the position they're suggesting the instructions, the wings are loose and don't actually connect to the gear mechanism for how to make the gimmick work correctly. So, but they're still good, but in terms of the gimmick functionality, Grimlock and Bee are better. Starscream, Megatron, not so much, but putting them on a shelf next to all of them, they all look good. And they're probably what I'll be collecting for Cyberverse. For my Cyberverse shelf, because anything deluxe or ultra that would be really good is probably going to be merged into my Generations shelf. But I'm still not done because before everything else I purchased besides the Speed Series Bumblebee, I was talking to Mateo Potato because he was selling some figures because he needed some money. And,
as you do.
And there was a figure that he was selling that I saw last week, but I didn't get because I had gotten a bunch of stuff that week. That I had missed at TFCon last year and was definitely on my TFCon hunt list. I was like, well, the next week came, and he still had it, and I was like, I can't pass this up. And it's a Cybertron Megatron.
Oh.
Ooh, that is
nice.
colorful and cool.
So I was wrong then. It wasn't Colossus.
I knew you were wrong about that.
I knew, yeah.
I don't know.
But you know what I was saying by like these colors should be in G2.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, they did.
I love Cybertron, the Cybertron cartoon, but boy, are these colors so much louder in person.
Is it complete?
No, unfortunately, it's missing its 2 missiles, but beyond that, it is complete.
Ooh.
It even got the cyber key.
Ooh.
That's it. And it's a very nice cyber key.
I was supposed to say the cyber key's gone now.
What do you mean it's gone? It's where everything goes. It's under Lando.
His arm gauntlet and his Gatling gun tend to be things that people lose a lot.
Yeah. He said it included weapon, but I assumed he meant weapons when he listed the description in the first place. Admitted, the only unfortunate thing is this purple bit. There was you can see that just broke off. That's this is supposed to be on there, attached to that. So
get some glue.
Yeah, super glue is going to be fine. It was definitely stressed and partially broken off, but just transforming it twice from vehicle then to robot mode ended up breaking that thing right off. So yeah, Soundjack broke another toy.
All right, everyone, take a shot.
I was just going to say that you probably will be able to find both the missiles and a spare arm at TFCon. That's, for whatever reason, that's a toy that I consistently find in parts bins, just in various forms of disarray, so you might be able to pick up one for some spare parts.
Yeah, I probably just need the missiles. I feel confident I can get that glued together and it not be a problem.
Unless you break it again.
But boy, I'm just so happy.
Well, Soundjack, can I get your opinion on something?
What?
I can see you really like that, but what do you like more, Cybertron, Megatron, or Galvatron?
It's a good point. Those colors are pretty. I did, but Miguel knows this. There was one at ToyCon NJ. And I was like, can't for 80. Do you remember that, Miguel? You look like you don't.
Vaguely. It's been a while.
It was the seller I got the Ultra Magnus from, and we were talking for a bit, and he was, yeah.
I mean, given how Magnus didn't have all his pieces, there was probably a good chance that that something was wrong with that Galvatron.
Okay, but he was selling it for $80, so maybe there wasn't. And I got the Magnus for $30, and there was another one he was selling for $40. So he did say that the 30 Magnus was complete. So, but anyway, I got him. I got Megatron. He's great. He's so clunky and bulky and awkward, but he's still so much fun. And thank you, Mateo Potato, for that figure.
Potatoes.
Yes. Oh yes, more of the potatoes for Eric to enjoy. And tweet him.
I was gonna say, Soundjack, did you see your Twitter?
I saw a notification on my phone saying they're coming for you, Soundjack. But that's all I saw.
They're coming to get you, Soundjack.
I will say that you're really not missing much context. But anyways, next let's do.
But that is completely done.
Okay.
Go on.
Next, let's do our special surprise guest. Although our special surprise guest needs to introduce themselves. So, who are you, mystery person?
Soundwave acknowledges.
So you're basically Tanner.
We've been invaded by the Decepticons.
I was gonna say, so it's Tanner.
I'm Rob. I'm Christabella's brother. God help me.
We're so sorry.
She's currently taking care of her kids because there was a fire here today, so that's a thing.
Woohoo!
And so she asked me to sit in for her. I'll be honest, I wanted to be on the show for a while. This is kind of cool and weird, but anyway, I'll try not to geek out too much. So I guess I talk about what I got?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, I got...
Imposter, Laserbeak, eject, Operation Extermination.
Oh, no.
Nice.
This is just a Soundwave voice.
Unfortunately, it's not only Soundwave, but also Grimlock! Me, King!
This is a pretty good Grimlock.
Hey-o, Kermit the Frog here.
Oh, you want to do Kermit? Alright. Joel! Are you weird God, Joel?
This is going down a really weird path. That was just the only impression I can do. So
Okay. So, first thing I got was we were talking about Shatterator. I actually got a Lockdown.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I'm currently having some trouble with him because I transformed him wrong, and the hood keeps popping off because I'm trying to force it in the wrong way, so I'll have to fix that. But he is a really, really good toy. I like it. It's a great improvement from the Dark of the Moon Deluxe mold. Or not Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, sorry.
they all blur together at some point.
They kind of do.
Yeah.
But he's really nice. Like I just appreciate the the increase of detail and the weapons, and I wish he had the visor, the down and stuff, but all in all, very decent. What else did I get?
If he'd had the visor, they'd have no reason to make a Shadow Raider, though.
I was going to say, buy Shadow Raider to get the...
Heck. But that one's orange, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
but not the head. The head is to the regular...
Yeah,
black,
the
but
head's
with
just
the green faceplate.
Yeah. Here you go. That's what the head
Oh.
looks like.
Oh, cool. Okay, for some reason I thought the faceplate was orange with the. Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, I really didn't get any other Transformers this week, but I did get a Voltron model kit. I got one for Chris for her birthday. But it's where's the box? It's Super Mini Pla, and it's basically, I would compare it to like a Legends, maybe Legion scale Voltron. Maybe like the arms are definitely like Legion scale, I would say.
Hmm.
And everything else is like definitely like Legends. It's really a good toy. Like, yeah. And the way the lions work is like, how would I describe this? Well, like it's what's the word? Parts something.
Parts
forming.
Parts forming. Thank you. The arms and arms. Wow. Sorry. It's the. There's like. I'm very sorry. This is very new to me. How do I word this? Just like the legs and arms of the lions, the limb lions, detach. And you put on these little circles to when you're making the limbs. Basically, you just take off the legs and the heads, and then attach different parts, and then attach them to the black lion. I would have preferred it if they done it a different way, but you know, some things are limited.
Yeah.
But it's just a really nice. If you're into model kits, yeah, this is really, really nifty.
Very nice.
So yeah, and of course, Chris got a bunch of stuff for her birthday, but that's for her to tell y'all later.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Zeus is not here. But Zeus just got another Bumblebee, and then I think he got Ironhide, so we'll ask him about Ironhide
Yeah,
whenever he gets
Got
back.
Studio Series Ironhide too, and he got another Bumblebee because he wanted to make one to Waspinator.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So the only news I was gonna say, so the only new toy he actually got is Ironhide,
Yeah.
right?
He's making
Yeah.
a Waspinator? Oh.
He's
He
gonna
wanted
make a
to- yeah.
Studio Series Waspinator.
This is
Oh,
his
that I got.
third Bumblebee.
Although
Third?
I personally think he should mod it to be like that one Studio Series Bumblebee I sent in the Instagram group.
Yeah.
Because
Where that makes the kibble look like what's going to be the actual on-screen Bumblebee.
yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say it makes it screen accurate. So
I was going to ask if it was orange and had claws, but okay.
no. But yeah, moving into news.
Eric, you kind
Yeah,
of.
Sorry,
Jared.
Jared. I
Eric, you
forgot.
kind of.
No, I'm
forgot
actually I'm too jealous of what you have, so we're gonna skip you anyways, because I can't deal with hearing what you have. Oh no, that's not good. I'm just stalling because I don't want to edit the recording. Really, Skype just crashed, but it's all right because I'm actually already back. So.
We haven't been recording the entire time.
Haha, I'm back and it's okay because I stalled while I was getting back on Skype. I have no idea why Skype just crashed, but hey.
Oh, okay. Cool. Perfect.
Anyways,
Well-
Jared, even though I'm insanely jealous and don't want to hear what you have because I'm jealous, what did you get?
First off, I got the Power Charge Bumblebee that Soundjack got.
Y'all get in
It's very
11
nice,
days? Oh, that's exciting.
It's very nice, especially because it's probably isn't his actual voice, but since this figure voice gimmicks, one of the voice gimmicks legit sounds like it could be movie Soundwave.
I don't think it is.
It sounds a lot better, and it sounds like him a lot more in person.
I think you're crazy.
Probably.
Well, let
No,
me hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Plus, why do you
I-
wait? You said in our group chat before that would be the first we hear of movie Soundwave's voice, but that's a lie.
For the
I
Bumblebee
think he
movie.
meant for Bumblebee movie.
I mean,
Yeah.
we don't know of any voice actors getting replaced, do we? Because basically the only one we know of that's recurring that we know what the voice would be is Optimus, and he isn't
No,
replaced with that
Barricade and Jess Harnell, but Jess Harnell is reprising his role. I was going to say something about Starscream, but I'm like, oh wait, that's Blitzwing. Never
Yeah, I was gonna
mind.
say that isn't. I mean, we do see Starscream, but we don't know if he's gonna talk. So
Yeah.
we see him on a shot on Cybertron. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see, since Barricade and Optimus's roles are reprised. I don't think they would change the voice of Soundwave if they have him talk, but I don't know. Plus, I think that's way too high pitched to be Soundwave. It doesn't sound right to me. But anyways,
I mean, so I do want to quickly point out they probably would have gotten a different voice actor anyway for recording the toy dialogue than
Probably.
the movie actor. So it could be meant to be Soundwave, but it's just not the actual Soundwave voice actor if it is going to be Frank Welker again.
but why would Bumblebee say a Soundwave line?
That's also a very strong point
Yeah.
to back that argument up. But I'm still saying even if it is intended
Yeah.
to be Soundwave, regardless whether it is or not, it probably wouldn't be Frank Welker putting in one word for an action figure. It's probably someone else. That was mimicking it or whatever.
Spoiler alert, it's me.
Hasbro, I'm available. Saying. Let's talk.
Anywho, there's two more things Jared got. Then we can finally move on an hour later to the next segment.
Jared?
Jared.
Sorry, my Skype decided to get all cutty again.
Okay.
Other than Bumblebee, I got Nova Star from Power of the Primes, thanks to Soundjack.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yep, he found it and he sent it to me as a way to repay me for the turbo changers.
Yep, in part. I
Yeah,
just realized I forgot to pay you the rest of that back. Sorry.
It's no problem.
I will get to it tomorrow.
Soundwave's confession live on air.
Soundwave's confession. Soundwave ain't here. Well, actually, he is here.
Soundjack's confession live on air.
Wait, there's two sound waves?
Oh, snap. Oh, no.
The fantastic double birth of Soundwave.
Oh gosh. But anyways,
Any-
Jared, get to the good thing.
Oh, Skype's getting all.
Or no, wait,
Keep seeing
I
it.
am actually a new sound wave.
Oh gosh, no. Jared is frozen.
We'll come back to him, I
I
guess.
was frozen today.
Let's try this.
I was frozen today.
Is Jared's there?
Alrighty. Well, if Jared's not, we'll wait for Jared to come back. But in the meantime, let's actually get started on the
Soundwave.
news.
Yes.
Our
Wait,
first news.
I'm
Jared,
actually-
you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, my internet Skype is a
Quick,
mess.
before
I'm
your internet
sorry.
dies again, talk about the awesome thing.
The main and awesome thing I got is Unique Toys Challenger, which is their take on Age of Extinction / The Last Night Optimus Prime, and my God, this thing is amazing. I absolutely love this thing. They managed to do the same exact black magic transformation that they did with their lockdown, and it just looks amazing. I absolutely love this figure.
You said you still need to get the lights for it, right?
Yeah, I need to get the lights because they're like super small watch batteries, and I did order them off Amazon, and they should be coming sometime later this week. So pay attention to my social media because once I pop those babies inside Optimus Prime and Nemesis Prime's head, it's going to be a lot more pictures incoming.
Yeah, I am very excited to see that.
That's Jared. That's at Jared Proco, right?
Yeah.
Okay, followed you. I already follow you, so we're good.
I will say this one minor little thing that they could have done a little bit better is his feet. At the very bottom of his feet are the chrome bits for the front of the truck, and it kind of worries me a little bit to like whenever I pick them up and put them down and move them around on my shelf because it's kind of like scraping at the chrome a little bit. There's no like scuffs on it yet, but I do
Have you taken
kind
any
of
pictures
worried.
with the hidden blade yet?
I don't think so, actually.
That should be your
No, I
next bot.
haven't. Yep, I'm gonna like 4 nights in a row, or 4 nights. 4 nights for the last night.
7 days to die.
Alrighty, is that all you got?
Yep, that's all I got.
Alright, then we shall move on to the news. First thing in the news is Walgreens exclusive Power of the Primes, the last release, unless, well, I guess Optimus Prime has already shown up.
Optimus has not made it to the US yet.
I thought he showed up once, did he not?
I don't think in store.
Huh. But he's
Oh,
online,
sure.
but either way.
Pretty sure I saw him at Meyer, but maybe I was hallucinating.
I haven't seen any in store. I thought there was like a single report somewhere. Could be wrong on that. I probably am wrong on that, but
I probably am too.
the last deluxe, at the very least, from Power of the Primes, is Wreck-Gar, the Walgreens exclusive that is coming out, and he has officially been sighted in store. So
Lord.
it's
In
about-
California.
Yep. So it's time.
Oh,
It's time for
boy.
us to start checking our Walgreens again.
So
Oh,
it's
I'm gonna
get
be I'm gonna be
East
doing that. I'm gonna be doing that so much because he's, for those who don't know, he's literally the only fit or the last figure I need to 100% complete Power Times.
He's been the mascot of me and Chris's playroom since we were kids. So, yeah, we're both going to be needing that guy.
So
I just
he
saw a
came out
dog.
of California now. So it's going to be about 2 months until he gets to the East Coast.
But on the
Would you
bright
say?
side, at least if it's like the clones here, there will be tons and tons and tons of him when he does show up. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm flying to California.
So
That's
I'm
it.
guessing the tons that you guys got are the reason we never saw them once.
you never saw the clones?
Nope.
If you still need
We
the
don't.
clones, I can probably get you some.
I'm not really too big on them. It's just more the bitterness of them. We never even getting them. You know. We didn't get what was the Titans return? That was
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm. Right? We didn't get him either. So
Maybe you
If anyone
just
sees
have
it-
Walgreens.
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, all the stores around here just absolutely suck when it comes to restocking. But I'm sure you've heard a lot of that from Chris, so I'm not going to go into detail on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in way more exciting news, even though that is exciting, our next news item is some listings went up on, was it Amazon?
Yeah.
Amazon.
And you had the ability to pre-order Refractor, actually, if you're interested in that. But the really cool thing is that while there were listings for some new deluxes that we already knew about, such as Mirage and Impactor, and was there also Prowl, I think?
Prowl was not out there. It was Red Alert, Brunt, Refractor, Fanvote Decepticon, aka Impactor, Fanvote Autobot, aka Mirage, and then this
And
list.
then, yeah, the exciting thing is we're getting more for Cybertron Siege Deluxe Class I said Deluxe Class Barricade.
No way!
It's
Yes,
about time.
Oh, that's cool!
And I saw someone complaining online saying that they hope it's the Studio Series, and I'm like,
No.
what?
Well,
No, he deserves a Generations appearance.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
at this point he does. Though
Was it his G1 self? Wasn't that like a tiny little dude or something?
It was a
it was a mic.
It was a
But
Micromaster. This better not be based off the Micromaster. I'm gonna be mad.
I mean, Mirage
It's
is
just giant
right
Micromaster.
there. Mirage is right there, and Micromaster Barricade did turn into an F1 racer.
Ooh,
But
Mirage
Prowl
repaint.
is right there, and Barricade should be a retool / repaint of Prowl.
Mash
I-
up.
Different head.
Mash
I hope-
up.
I hope it's a heavy retool that makes it look like the
Collector.
Evergreen design.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mash up
the
or
Evergreen
riot.
design? You mean the one that's the Last Night Barricade with a different head?
Basically,
Is that Evergreen? Is there an Evergreen Barricade design? I don't think there is.
Yeah, there was.
Yes, there is.
I saw-
there were,
Yeah.
it was revealed
Cool.
in the trading cards, like
Yeah.
a while
I can pull it
ago.
up for.
Yeah, a while ago, there was the Quid app, and there was a
Yeah,
whole
I'm
bunch of
putting.
Cyberverse character designs that were revealed. We saw our first images of Cyberverse Grimlock, Cyberverse Wheeljack. Well, maybe not Grimlock. We saw Soundwave, Wheeljack, Hound, and then it included Barricade.
Oh yeah, which is it's the one that the what game is it? Is it not
The
Forged to
Oh,
Earth.
he's
It's
even
right here.
cooler the second time. Thanks, Jared.
I don't think
Welcome.
it's Forged to Fight.
Oh, that's cool.
What's the
No,
other
it's
mobile game?
Earthworms. It's Earthworms.
Yeah, I think they did Barricade, and this is basically pulling from that design. I think.
Yeah, I think. From our understanding, the person who designed the Evergreen designs designed them a while ago, so they've just been available for use for a bit now. It's just now we're finally starting seeing those designs more.
Yeah, I very much hope that this figure is Evergreen Barricade, because, man, because that is just such a cool design, and
It is.
a figure of that would be. I've wanted that for a long time.
I also have
so
this guy.
I'm
Though
excited.
I will say,
Is that
I-
Volcanicus?
It says Grimlock, but
Volcanicus is a pretty lackluster combiner.
yeah.
The way he holds together, I mean.
Well,
um,
I have a fan mode that works a lot better.
Oh, can you show me later?
I can. It's like right behind me. I can grab it right now.
but we should get moving
Okay,
on.
but
Yeah,
anyways,
that's
we'll
actually-
stay
Yeah,
on
I'm
topic.
moving
moving
Yeah.
on.
I forgot we're on a
apologies.
podcast. We're not just people talking.
You do that a
Apologies.
lot, don't you?
I
I
have
have
two
ADHD. You can't blame me.
So do I. You can't use it as
Same.
an excuse.
I can and I will.
Nope, you can't. I don't. I run the show and I do. So, yep.
I have two things more to say about Barricade before moving on.
Go for it.
One, while I would very much like it to be a heavy retool to make it look like the Evergreen design, I also think more likely it's just going to be a black and purple repaint of Prowl in the similar style to the Fun Pub repaint of Prime Prowl.
I'd
Wait,
be
are we
okay-
getting a prowl?
We
Yeah.
are getting we know
Okay,
that we're getting a Prowl.
I didn't remember if that was confirmed or not.
It's
There's
showed up in
been
all the
list-
posters.
There's
and
been a
everything.
listing.
Okay.
There's been a listing at the very least alongside Six Gun. But taking all of these listings and those listings into account, including what we've heard in these new Amazon listings, we actually know all, and also including some leaked information about how many figures we're getting in each wave for each series this year. We do already know all expected 14 deluxes for Siege for regular retail.
Oh.
Yeah. And I go through them,
Excuse
but you can figure it out from what we've talked about and what's available.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barricade's going to be number 14, guys. So that's all the deluxes. Happy hunting.
Fingers crossed that last
Happy.
leader is a Star Saber, though.
Highly doubt it.
We have one more leader. We know all the Voyagers. There's like half of the Micromasters and maybe better than half or exactly half of the Battle Masters to get revealed yet. So
Wait, did you say half the Micromasters?
yeah,
We
Hear
don't
me
have
out on
half the
this.
Micromasters. We only
We
have
have-
like 4 packs revealed. They said there's 11.
we have 5 packs.
Hear me out on this last leader, all right? Jetfire or Jetstorm or whatever it was called back then.
Skyfire.
Skyfire. That's
No, we already have a Generations leader class of that.
you.
Well, we're also getting another Generations Leader class of Ultra Magnus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
So,
an
I mean-
actual different iteration of him. The Generations, like, because this is the white the white Optimus inside of the armor, which we've never gotten at leader price.
Still right, but the
Jetfire was both
older-
the Jetfire and Skyfire version, so
I agree. I would like to see something else, but I will also agree that the Magnus is been done more recently. But I would like to see something else, especially like Star Saber or Cybertron Optimus Prime.
Or Cybertron
Oh, that'd be
Jetfire.
cool.
pretty sure it's going to be
Optimus
Cybertron
Prime.
Optimus Prime. Or Cybertron
I
Optimus
need-
Prime will show up in the next chapter, but we'll see.
I hope Cybertop. It's just like a straight re-release.
Oh no, it's gonna be a retool of Magnus.
Yeah. Magnus already has bits on him that suggest parts from Cybertron Optimus Prime. So
Mhm.
That could also always be an SDCC exclusive.
not too much.
That's
That'd be
not
way
that is not
retooling.
what they would do.
They could release it in the Galaxy Force repaint that was like.
I was
red
gonna say
and
a repaint of it is possible, but just
Yeah.
straight
Oh!
up doing that as the SDCC.
Oh, you know what would be
Nah.
cool? You know what would be? Sorry for interrupting you. You know what would be cool? Repainting that Magnus with those Galaxy Force colors.
No,
That
repainting
would
it in
be-
Diaclone colors. I want Diaclone Magnus. I hope they do
Belts
box
and
sets. I
That-
doubt they'll do box sets, but I really hope they do box sets, and that way we can get more figures out of these molds. Especially that way
After-
we get a Skywarp, we could get a Diaclone Magnus. Just
I love
saying.
how everyone fell into the idea of box sets after box sets came out.
That's
Got out of fashion
Blue Freaks.
after
it's the
Combiner Wars.
red-headed Magnus.
I know. I bought them whenever Combiner Wars. I bought some of them for Combiner Wars, and then both the Titans Return ones.
The
I
Titans are-
actually just
much
found like
better.
all the posters I have for my Combiner Wars box sets behind a bookshelf, and so I'm thinking about putting those up now.
How many box sets were there for Combiner Wars? There had to be at least 10 or something, right?
Yeah.
There were like
were-
6.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, like
It was 6. It was like 3 for the Autobots and 3 for the
There's
Decepticons.
3 G2 because there's Superion,
Yeah.
Menasor,
Combaticons. Yeah.
What?
Combaticons. Sorry.
Yep.
you said- you used one
And
word.
then there was Lio Kaiser, Computron, Victorion.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all the box sets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lio Kaiser was an exclusive.
I could have sworn there was one more, but
Yeah, I feel like there's one I'm
Megatronia.
forgetting,
Megatronia.
No, well, no, that's
that's
not
Unite
Combiner
Warriors.
Wars. That's Unite Warriors.
Oh.
Same thing with Grand
Yeah.
Galvatron.
It does. I do feel like I'm missing something, but I know I'm not.
Just like
Ah.
I mean, yeah, because if you count Unite Warriors,
Noah
there's
effect.
Baldigus, Megatronia, and Grand
Baldigus?
Galvatron, but
What kind of name is
Yeah,
that?
and also the regular, also the
Japanese
retail
one.
figures that were
Let's see what he
released
looks like.
individually were box sets.
well, I know, but I'm not counting those because it's the regular ones.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's the oh. That's pretty. Chris would love that.
But
anywho,
yeah.
Christmas.
anywho, we were off topic.
Yeah. Moving on
But
to
that kind of
more
brings him-
Siege news, we have a mystery Transformer popped up whenever, just in artwork for Siege. We were very confused. And it has been figured out who that Transformer is because no one could place it. Everyone's like, what the heck? I was saying from the beginning, some people were like, maybe that's a new roller instead of Voyager. And I was like, that is definitely a Micromaster or a Battlemaster. Look at it. It's not a Voyager, Deluxe, or a Leader. But it appears that it is Sovereign, which is Alpha Trion's Titan Master from Titans Return. It's based off of that concept art. So I'm confused if they're turning Sovereign into a Battlemaster or Micromaster, or if this is just reused concept art that they were just pasting into this line, or I don't know. My guess is this is going to be a Micromaster or a Battlemaster at some point. I think a Battlemaster.
That
Fair.
seems likely.
Here's the thing, and I think this is what Miguel would have said. This artwork appeared on a retail website, Toy Adventures, a South American retail toy website. And while it's using new generations art, it's nothing about it specifically says Siege. And the artwork for Optimus, I'm pretty sure, was stated to be Masterpiece Optimus artwork.
Really? I thought it was Siege Optimus.
I don't think it's Siege. It's not the Siege. I don't think it's the Siege artwork. I'm pretty sure it's. I think it was stated as Masterpiece. I mean, like they all look so similar that like it could be. But
They
I
all
think,
just look like Optimus.
yeah, but this is. I think the artwork is not. It's not the same. Also, the art. Also, I'm sure Optimus would have looked more weathered in that artwork because that's the thing for Siege. Regardless,
The artwork hasn't shown them that weathered, though, has it?
have we even really seen the? Admittedly, we haven't really seen the artwork for Siege.
Yeah,
But-
we have.
When?
We've seen tons of it. We've seen it on the packaging. We've seen a billion posters.
the
Oh, the
packaging.
posters, yeah, but that's not what. But the posters have different artwork than would be on the packaging. I'm just trying to like we've seen the boxes. I'm just trying to remember when we actually saw straight up the packaging artwork because I know we've seen stock photos. We just saw. Is this a news article about us seeing them in box? No, it isn't. Did we talk about that last week? Anyway, sorry, the Voyagers in packaging, but I don't remember how. I don't think it's a.
No,
Sorry.
the artwork we're seeing so far is like showing everything is gritty, but it doesn't have the battle damage painted onto the figures. They're
But
just,
anyway,
Yeah, I got a question about that battle damage. If it's not off topic, is it off topic?
kind of.
All right,
yeah.
I'll
We'll
save
get
it.
to it.
Yeah, but anyway, the prime artwork at the very least is not as gritty at all. I think Miguel mentioned this in the group chat that this is just artwork that site pulled from assets and is just using as their generic banner for their website.
But I'm
And is-
curious where they got it because the colors are.
That's a very good question.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the thing is the
well,
colors.
it's
They always could have just colored it themselves. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying that's a possibility that it seems like we're ignoring.
Or it's artwork.
No, but they can't do that. They can't put up a. That's not how it works.
So it's
When you say that's not how it works, do you mean like in terms of legality or?
Yeah, retailers don't just take concept art from companies for toys and then finish it and then display it on their website.
All right.
With other
See,
official
that's
images.
something I didn't know though. So
Yeah,
I mean that. Yeah. I still think the more likely option is this is that it's artwork that never actually got published anywhere, but was still accessible. We just never ended up seeing it before this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm guessing that it's something that was sent to retailers, so they have it, but it's not.
As opposed to it. Oh, this is going to be. I think the thought was that this was going to be Smashdown or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think is going to be the case. But I mean, I could easily be proven wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see how this turns out. Yeah, I don't know. If I had to take a guess as of right now, I'll say that we won't see it in the line.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be terribly surprised if we saw it in the Battlemaster or Micromaster price point. So,
Excuse me. Sorry,
bless you.
what just
Scared the
happened
crap
there?
out of me.
I sneezed.
Who
I
died?
think he exploded.
I have notably loud sneezes. It's terrible when I do it at work in the middle of the check lanes and everyone
Dude,
hears.
It's all right. I'm used to it. My dad is the same way. Only he does it like 5 or 6 times in a row. So
Same, honestly.
it's just like achoo, achoo, achoo. It's
Oftentimes I've turned to him and asked if he's done.
I have done the same.
But anyways,
Oh, buddy.
looking at the next thing we have LGEX Big Powered, the reveals of Die Atlas, Sonic Bomber, and Roadfire. We saw Big Powered, we saw their combined vehicle form, and then we managed to see it in color, but now we see their individual vehicle forms and robot modes all in color, and my god, are they pretty.
Is it weird
no,
that
they're
the
hot.
one of these three I like the most is, I want to say Roadfire?
The
That's
red
the one that's the twin
The
twist dream mold.
Yeah.
He is definitely my least favorite.
I really like him, and I don't know why.
I mean, I really like him too, but yeah, he's definitely my least favorite. I think my favorite might actually be
The jet guy.
yeah, is
Oh.
his name Sonic Bomber?
Sonic Bomb.
Yeah, Sonic
Sonic
Bomber.
Sonic Bomber is nice, but I can't not see a Combiner Wars aerial bot when I look at him.
I think
Yeah,
he's
Oh.
just got to the-
I
Oh,
guess
man.
I
yeah,
can-
he's got that vibe.
He looks
He's got the
like
backpack.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
mean-
that's what it is. That's the backpack. That's definitely.
But
These
that's-
are really. I'm seeing these for the first time. These are really pretty,
Yeah.
and they.
Die Atlas is so gorgeous.
What the heck?
Yeah, I think Die Atlas is definitely the biggest deal, But yeah, my personal favorite is probably Sonic Bomber. And I gotta say, these colored images, sold. I was on the fence before because this is gonna be expensive, and I was like, they aren't characters that I'm super like. I know of them, but I don't care about them that much. But yeah, these images. Nope, I'll take them. I'll take them.
There is no way I'm going to be able to afford this, but if someone is trying to just part this out and is willing to sell their Roadfire, hit me up.
You might actually have luck with that because I know a lot of people are going to want Diatlas.
Yeah. So if anyone wants...
it's not as bad as I thought.
Oh, how much is it?
So in the
It's
article,
like
it
160,
lists...
isn't
in the article it says... Releases next March at a retail of 1,500 yen, which I just double checked is about $134 US.
Yeah,
that's not terrible.
So that's
assuming
two
It's
deluxes
going to be
and a
about
leader.
150, I guess.
So that's basically $100 worth of toys normally.
No, in
So-
Japan, I
Well-
think that Japan that's about the same.
yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying is what you're paying here, paying for 2 deluxes and a leader, that'll
Yeah.
get you maybe about 100.
Well,
No.
it wouldn't.
No,
Yeah.
I'm thinking liters are 60 for some reason. What's wrong with me?
No,
It's
least
90.
50.
If that's if
more expensive
yeah.
in Japan.
You see,
Sorry.
that's going by the current prices of $20 for a deluxe, which we haven't actually hit yet for Generations.
I'm
Well,
rounding.
yeah, but by March though, it will be at those prices.
You're kidding.
It
You're
was
up
supposed to
them
already
again?
be there, but
Yeah, Wave
Wow.
3 of Power of the Primes was supposed to be what started them at being $20, but retailers kept going with the 16 or 17 or whatever it is they have it.
yeah,
Because that was
right now.
so much easier for them to cap. It was probably so much easier for retailers to just do that since they're all under the same code
Hey.
in the system anyway.
Yeah.
But with the new line, like they did with Studio Series, that $20 is going to be
Yeah.
definitely enforced because when it's a new line, that's the easiest time to do it. So,
Yep.
yeah.
but man, these are freaking pretty, and I'm actually probably going to buy them. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what Chris might be getting for her birthday next year. Wait, that's
I was gonna
March.
say her
these come
birthday's
out?
in August. I mean October, but this
Easter
is
then.
March. So
Easter then. When's Easter
Mhm.
next year? Let me look that up.
Easter
Well, also-
it's always like one of the first Sundays in April,
it's
right?
much closer
No.
than
No,
October.
that's
That's
not how
for
Easter
sure.
works at
It's
all.
the 21st of April.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's a Sunday in April, and it for some reason I got it in my head that it was like one of the first ones.
It could be in March. It could be in March.
Has been.
Chris,
yeah.
I'm not saying you're getting this for Easter, but if you're listening, you very well might be.
Because I think the rule for Easter, it's the first. It's the Sunday after the first full moon after the spring equinox.
That's way too complicated. Why can't it just be the first Sunday in April? That's so much
Because-
easier to remember.
Because it's a
traditions-
religious holiday. It's
Yeah,
not
because of Passover or something.
Because of the phases of the moon.
That
Yes.
Yes,
we
actually.
established. Yes, it's
I
based on
know.
the
I'm just saying that's ridiculous. That's a really bad way to determine when a holiday is.
You're ridiculous. Ugh.
Some calendars are based on the moon cycles
Yeah,
instead of the
I was
sun
just about to
suits.
say, how do you think we determine time sometimes?
Yeah.
Time is a construct. You can determine
So
time
then it
however you.
doesn't matter when anything
face is
is
a
because it's all a construct. There you go.
I'm just saying.
Anyways,
I don't like-
moving
I'm
on to
Super
stuff that
Saiyan.
matters.
Eric,
I don't like the way that Easter happens, and I'm gonna complain
Nobody
about
cares,
it because I
Zeus.
can't.
Nobody
Eric.
cares. Sound
I'm
Jack, what?
aware. I'm fully aware of
Then you
that.
should stop talking. Sound Jack.
one more thing just to clarify, because this was in question before we saw these images. They do, in fact, have headmasters.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. Those head sculpts look pretty.
They are very pretty.
They're very new.
That's all.
And these have a lot of new parts
Yes.
all around.
I'm surprised how cheap it is, to be honest.
I say that's a word I didn't know before I started listening to this show. Was head sculpts.
Watch the conversion rate plummet. I mean, just go nuts whenever it's time for this to come out.
Grant, I can make very political things right now, but no, I'm not going to.
Hey, has anyone noticed that some of the face sculpts bear like passing resemblances to others? Like the head crest thing on the flying one whose name I've forgotten again, the jet.
Sonic Bomber.
Sonic Bomber.
I would
Like
call
he's got a similar head shape to like Ape Face. Not like his
What?
face,
Not-
but like with the things on the sides of his head, he kind of has a similar head shape to Ape Face. And then, for some reason, with
Nah, you're losing it.
I've lost it already. Just let me continue down this madman's road.
I mean,
No.
that's a fairly
you gotta-
generic robot helmet. So
Yeah,
I know it's
wouldn't-
just the
It's robot head, dude. It's robot head.
yeah, it's just the similar helmet. And then for some reason, whenever I look at Roadfire's head, I just see like a cross between Cup and Topspin.
kind of. But yeah. So also the Titan Masters are supposed to be shoot, what are they called?
They're micro.
They're transectors.
Transectors, yes. Because they're the actual the little robot.
they're doing the transectors. That's right.
Yeah, because
Because
that's
that's how it
that's
works
just
in
how
Japan.
Japan does it. They don't do partners. They do it. It's just a tiny little robot controlling a big suit.
Which is
I
a lot,
just thought
which makes a lot more sense. Because if otherwise, how does it work? I know I've asked this before, and I can never remember.
I've always had the stuff we do for our. Yeah, I'll explain that after the show. That would take too long to explain.
canonically in U.S. markets, the bigger robot stores their brain functions in their chest.
Oh.
So their spark becomes their brain too, basically.
No, I think they
Still
probably
kinda
just
separate.
Then what happens to the brain of the
Because
headmaster?
Occupy the same area.
What do you
Becomes
mean?
the cock-
Wait, what do you mean? What happens to the brain of the headmaster?
Like,
They just
does
have
it
them-
control? Does
they
it
work
control
together.
anything? Oh, so it's like a combiner thing, but more
It's like a-
confusing.
It's
like a
more like
Jaeger.
Pacific Rim, I would think.
Yeah, like a
Okay.
Jaeger, like I said, yeah. They're
Yeah, I
drifting.
think it's along
Anyhow.
that lines. But
Okay.
anyways, next
G1
thing we
did
have
it. It's
is weird but interesting, but also makes me unhappy. Robots in
Nice.
Disguise, Puma and Hasbro create Transformers themed footwear, and it looks cool. I don't like. I'm glad they're doing this, and I always think it's cool whenever they do this kind of stuff. But it makes me mad because I have very large feet, and they do not sell the size shoe that I wear. So
Mm.
if
I
they make
feel that
size
pain.
16, I will be very excited.
Size
But
6.
they won't see, so I will be bitter.
Eric is a
I feel-
Sasquatch. Fun fact.
This is true.
Yeah, I thought.
I have small feet compared to you, Eric.
How big are your feet?
10.5.
Oh
11.
man!
9.5 wide.
Yeah,
I'm white
I
too.
wear.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's either an 11 or an 11 and a half.
but sounds
Yeah,
actually
I
taller
am
than me, so that's
Getting
that's
self-conscious
interesting.
now about my feet.
Yeah. I have realized I still have large feet over compared to most other people. It's just my feet are small for my height.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're 6'3", so those are tiny
Six-
feet for a 6'3"
6'4".
monster. What? You
I'm
said, I
4.
thought you said 6'3".
Oh, 6'4". I'm 2 inches taller than you, man.
Oh,
You
so you're the
someone
same height
totally
as
said
Chris's
you were
wife.
6'3".
Cool.
No, she lied.
Hmm.
She lied to you. She
I'm-
lied to your face.
I'm 5'6". I don't know if my feet are big for how tall I am. I don't know anything about feet
You're just
sizes.
little. No one cares about your
I
feet.
just
Thanks.
You
just
can
know
buy
most-
these shoes, so no one cares about your feet, Zeus.
Yeah,
And
guess
everyone
what? I can
else.
buy them, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to.
All of you can
because-
buy these,
Buying them.
but I
Chris
can't.
is size 3, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that.
Can we move on to the next thing and get off the shoe
Yeah,
discussion?
but speaking of pumas, the next thing we're going to talk about is not a puma,
Warthog?
but it is a cat,
It's Warthog?
and it's Bumblebee, because we're getting an unofficial beast former Bumblebee, and I gotta say, it looks interesting to say the least.
This is from the same people that did that Optimus Primal, right?
Oh,
Oh.
that's cool.
This isn't the That was Generation Toys, wasn't
No.
Yeah.
Why does he
Yeah, that
have
was
the?
Generation Toy. This is a
it? Yeah, this is not.
This
This
is
is
a
one of the
brand
other
new-
companies doing it.
Okay, so it's two companies now
It's a-
doing this weird, obscure thing.
It's been two companies for a while,
yes.
like the whole
Oh.
time.
Shit.
No, This Eric, this is the first time this company is doing it. I think this is the first project this company's ever put out.
Wait, so this is the third company doing it? There's been 2 companies doing it already.
No,
I'm so lost.
Why does he have the same crotch vent as Movie Bumblebee?
Because-
Wait, the
Because
same
this-
what?
Look at the crotch.
I
It has
see
that
He
same.
has the same
vent.
forearms and chest as movie Bumblebee too.
Oh my
Because
god! Oh
it-
my god! He does.
This is like the
So-
weirdest amalgamation of
Huh.
bumblebees and a cat.
That's
Because he's got like a vaguely G1-ish head.
How is that
He's got-
vaguely G1-ish? That's G1.
pretty G1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like G1 but stylized, I guess then.
yeah,
Still-
that's more accurate.
That's what I meant, but I said different words because I have a very bad vocabulary. So he's got like a stylized G1 head. He's got movie limbs and like torso.
I wouldn't say legs.
And then- He's kind
You
of
know-
similar.
The
It's
forearms have more details, as well as the thighs have a bit more detail, similar to the movie.
Yeah.
The
like,
forearms do for
His
sure. Thighs, I
knees
don't know.
are like his kneecaps are kind of the same shape.
I think that's
Well,
a bit of
I'm
a stretch.
looking.
This could be. This
It's
could be like Movie B if he came to Earth in like the Beast Wars era.
I mean, that's
And
the
had
gist.
car bits on his chest.
Okay, well, the way I see it, that's
They
like
were-
part of his design, and like that gets incorporated into different beast modes or alt modes.
Sort of, but whenever Transformers get beast modes, still they usually don't have headlights on their chest. That is one thing I will say.
Transformers 7,
Fair enough.
everybody. Bumblebee
Fair enough.
merges with Leo Prime. Done.
Or Cheetah.
So
I'd pay to see that.
I do want to explain that to people that might not know. This all comes from like an obscure art book that designed various G1 characters into having mechanical beast mode. So this design is one for one from that artwork. And the T-Formers article doesn't have the artwork image for comparison, but TFW 2005 does. Very nice in color. And I had to go to TFW because, yes, the other T-Beast characters were from Generation Toys that were the G10, were the Optimus Primal, and then the Red Bull or the Beast Sideswipe.
But then someone did a hot rod.
Oh, DX9, that's right. Okay, they do say that here.
So
DX9
I was going to say, you were saying I was wrong, but I was right. There was 2
Okay.
companies doing it. Ha!
Well, I was confused
This
because
weird, obscure art book has now had too many companies all making figures from it, and that's something that I didn't think could happen.
At least
Okay,
it's something different.
it's something different, but it's still G1.
Oh, it's going to have a battle mask!
What?
It is.
It does! I'm looking at it, and there is a hinge on the side of his head where you can see a screw in, and then if you go to the back, that's totally he has a battle mask that can flip over his face. That's sort of, it reminds me of the Age of Extinction one mainly.
It kind of looks like, weirdly enough, it kind of reminds me of the one from the Bumblebee movie, in that it looks vaguely waspish, or I guess maybe hornet-ish.
Which also
Because you
the Age
can-
of Extinction one does. It's just more detailed, which I think
Yeah.
this one kind of looks
Yeah.
more detailed, which is why I think it
And
reminds me of that.
And also, I think maybe it's just like the shape. It's got a bit more of like a triangular part at the bottom. And I don't remember what the battle mask looked like in the movie. I just remember it being like a pair of sunglasses on the toy. So
Oh yeah, it was more than that. The reason why to me is because of those metal like prongs underneath the eye pieces. Like you could tell there's
Yeah.
more pieces. That kind of makes me think of the other one, but still, it's
well,
sort of a cross between
also
those two.
like I'm looking right at the battle mask for the Studio Series figure. And he's kind of got like those prongs. And when I was planning on doing the Waspman Air Custom, originally that was what I was going to have be as like the little, I don't know what those are called.
His mouth.
On the, yeah, his mouth, I guess.
Mandibles.
I was just going to, yeah, mandibles. Thank you. That was the word. I was going to have those be his mandibles. But since now, I didn't even mention any of that. I'll save that for next week.
Oh, we already spoiled what you got.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So then can I real quick tell my story about the failed Waspinator custom?
Wait, you're giving up on it?
Well, no, the first one failed because
Don't say it. I want to
He
tell
broke
my
his
own
toy.
story.
yes.
Yeah, but this time it wasn't entirely my fault. I was
Mostly his fault.
It was also partly Miguel's fault because I was consulting him on this, and he failed to give me some very important information. So, anyways, I had put a bunch of the pieces in just like some rubbing alcohol to try to get the paint off of them. And what I didn't know was that rubbing alcohol will destroy clear plastic. So now, like, the doors and most of the hood piece, or I guess the roof and windshield, are just gone.
Oh, God.
So,
I'm
now you got a
lucky-
third one, right?
No, I'm planning on getting a third one when the price drops. But
Is it-
luckily, I do still have my second one. What?
You have. I thought this was the third one that you got this week.
No, it was the second one.
Wait, so you've only have your regular one, and then you got a second one and broke it.
Okay, because you weren't on
Yeah.
last week and you got it for the week before, and then you already broke it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you had already got another
No,
one.
I'm not on B3 yet. I need to
Okay.
get B3, and that's what's going to end up being the
Waspinator.
Waspinator.
But then get to the new thing that you got.
B3
Right.
before?
Okay, yeah. So then I also... Cool, we're putting what we got this week right in the middle of the episode. I got Studio Series Ironhide.
Whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, and he's
Describe
really
it in
nice.
3 words.
That's one word. You have 2 words left.
Kidney wheels.
Kidney wheel. Okay, that was 2 words. There you go. That's satisfies me. Also,
Good.
if you didn't,
No,
one last
but,
thing
like-
about this
Glorious.
Bumblebee though, he has 2 different faces because one has his mouth closed and one has his mouth open.
I noticed that. I didn't know if that was just like a trick of the light or if he did have 2 different faces.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that.
So there is that.
And also, his tail, I assume, can be used as a weapon because I can see it
Yeah,
on
that's
the
how it
second
is.
picture.
Yeah, that's how it is in the artwork, because it's out, or you
Yeah.
can have it stowed away, which I'm not sure which I like better. I do like that it does have movie nods, though. I like that design. Also, I will point out, though, that the guy who made this book, the artwork for this book, is very upset that it's being used by third-party companies, and this is now the third-party company to be using it. So,
Wait,
Oh, no.
the dude who made it's upset?
extremely.
That's hilarious.
Whenever the first one got announced, the Optimus Primal, he had a fit.
I'd be upset, too.
Because he knows people that work for Hasbro and Takara and has relationships with them.
Yeah, I'd be a little, as an artist, I'd be a
So-
little upset, too.
Well, no, it's not the fact that it's not just the fact that people are using his art, it's that they're using it illegally.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Against people that he is, friends with in a professional sense as well. So, yeah, not good. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there hasn't been a crackdown on the third-party market because of that, to be honest.
That's something I've always wondered
They
about. This whole thing.
basically
Like,
can't
how
over
does,
there.
how does-
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, if they were going to do it for that, why wouldn't they do it for, like, Mastermind Creations, who does pretty much the same thing, but instead of lifting stuff from an art book, they lift just the IDW designs?
Because someone actually made a fuss about it.
Well, the guy didn't make a legal fuss about it. He just basically went on Twitter and said, I'm very unhappy about this.
Okay. But he didn't bother making a legal fuss.
No,
Because-
zero legal fuss, just regular fuss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's very little that anyone can do about third party illegally, pretty much. But anyways, getting on to possibly the biggest Transformers news in a while. Well, at least on Twitter.
Which is
If
that's
you-
not Transformers.
Yeah. And I mean biggest is not necessarily the biggest deal, but everyone's
Chris-
going nuts over about.
Chris
going
has been
nuts over
freaking
it.
out about this, and I have to admit that's pretty cool.
Is the new anime SSSS. That's
Quadruple S.
Gridman shatters the fandom with the illusion of Transformers references, which
Alias, that's my last name.
there is a lot of them, but the majority are shattered glass, which is the really weird thing.
Okay, can I go ahead and talk about this? Can I just go ahead and make the spiel?
Go for it.
Okay, so this anime is basically like your Ultraman anime. There's the person that gets his power suit and becomes giant mech suits or power suits or whatever and fights kaiju. All of the humans are all of the kid humans in this guy's class are predominantly based on Shattered Glass characters, like to a T. We have a guy based on Shattered Glass Sideswipe who has a green shirt with stripes with a number 8 that's in purple letters with a cut through it, and has a backpack with a yellow strap that says Turbo on it, just like Sideswipe. We've got Megatron with a white jacket, a little M button, and
The
red
Megatron
socks.
and Optimus are a bit of a stretch, I have to
Yeah,
admit.
the Megatron, I've been sitting here looking at it, trying to figure it out.
Like, it makes sense in context, but it is still... That's not as much as some of the others. The others are, like...
Certainly.
The
glaring.
Optimus I can see a little more, because the colors are a lot closer. The Megatron, to me, is like the
Roll
biggest
down-
stretch out of
Down a
context.
couple of images and note that the Optimus wears headphones that are relatively similar to Optimus's ears, and it's not shown here, but the glasses she wears, the right side lens is cracked, just like the masterpiece Shattered Glass Optimus Prime.
Or like any Shattered Glass Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah, it is correct on the regular Shattered Glass Prime too. That's right. Okay, yeah, it's cracked again. You're right.
This guy is just movie Grimlock.
Okay, and yes, there are bad guy, presumably bad guys that are the movie Dinobots. There's actually 4 of them. There's the one from movie Grimlock.
He has the thing on his collarbone area.
Yeah, he's
Looks
got
like
the
the jaw.
mask. Yeah, all of them are predominantly wear suits and have a little thing on the collar of like their coat that is stylized like a design pattern off of each of the movie Dinobots.
Yep, his is clearly the dino jaw of Grimlock, but he has the mouth and chest plate of Grimlock too.
Yeah. What I really like is the strafes one. Like the collar thing has just 2 blue diamonds, and then like it looks like it's got a mouth, so the thing has a mouth, so it looks like it's the 2 pterodactyl heads on his chest.
She straight up has a cyber key in her hair.
Yes, and that's we also do have a Shattered Glass Hot Rod, and then the one he was talking about was the Shattered Glass Starscream, who, looking at it just plainly, like you got the colors and the tie does have similarities to like the cockpit section of Starscream, but then you look in her hair and she's got the Shattered Glass Starscream Cyber Planet key as a hair clip.
Oh my god, the next one.
And
the
then-
Lostrons.
But we got to go back one because we skipped over the Shattered Glass Megatron's mom, who is G1 Megatron with the little design on her apron. And while it's weird that she wears blue pants for Americans, in fact, the Japanese release had blue inner legs as opposed to red inner legs. So it's more accurate to the Japanese people.
Which makes sense.
That is awesome.
And then the last one listed on, well, not the second last one listed on the article, is a girl who has a sick mask on her face, a green scrunchie, and a blue blanket that has a cat on it with the word Ravage that is clearly intended to be Shattered Glass Soundwave.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
Also,
I can't
there was
tell.
There's a book that has the Matrix on it too. I've seen
Yes.
another screen grab of that.
Yes,
I
there's a
can't
Matrix-
tell if this is the best thing or the worst thing, but I am all for
I
it.
love it. I've always
So-
been a fan of Shattered Glass. I just have never been able to get any of the figures because I
Yeah.
just love the concept. So just seeing all of these shout outs for me is just like, holy crap, that's cool.
Yeah,
I
there's
just
there's also
dig it.
Shattered Glass Thundercracker. There's Shattered Glass Octopunch and Straxus that are shown in the trailer. The Shattered Glass Octopunch is inaccurate because his tentacles don't look like ducks. They don't look like ducks. Anywho, and
Sound jack?
Did he
Lo-
die? Did Soundjack just bite the dust?
Oh,
it's
that's
his
what
internet.
happens. That happens to Soundjack every week. Every day actually. His internet goes out around 10:30. There you go.
Really?
Now you know what time we're recording. But yeah, basically that is the gist of it though. There's Gridman is just-
Speculation that
Oh, you're back.
Oh! He hath risen.
Or has he? Okay,
Yeah.
apparently he hasn't. So, anyways, we're just gonna continue on. But yeah, also there is an Action Master Thundercracker girl too. So there is that. There's plenty. It's stuff to the rim. There's even more than we've said. But just go and search through it.
There
are-
was-
Chris keeps insisting 10 from IDW, isn't it? And I'm
she's
just like,
totally wrong though.
yeah, I'm like, I can see, I see where she's coming from
No,
saying
yeah,
it.
I get
It's
where
that
she's coming
that
from.
one
but
kaiju,
No,
right?
That's not 10. That is.
yeah, they're based
sorry,
off
sis.
of Beast Formers.
That's not 10. I want to believe.
That kaiju bears like the most passing resemblance
If
to
it wasn't,
10.
if it wasn't all gold, nah.
No, see, like I get what she's saying, but if you look at where all the influence is coming from, all of these,
Yeah.
there's nothing IDW. Whereas
mean,
there are
in her-
Beast Former influences from
Unless
kaiju.
this-
So
Yeah, I mean, unless this is the first they're doing, because we haven't had any more episodes yet, you know. But I gotta agree, it's not 10.
I was gonna say, especially since we've seen so many other Beast Former, and there are a few that fit it. So yeah.
What do all the S's stand for?
No idea.
Cool.
Something,
That's what they
something, something. You're welcome.
think it actually has it on there.
Shinseki even get nope, that's 2 S's.
Hey, Jared.
Yeah.
Super
You know what time it is?
Shinseki Super Saiyan. There we go.
Oh, really?
Superhuman Samurai.
Anyways, Jared, you know what time it is?
Yes, I do.
What time is it?
It's
Still a
time
time.
for.
It's about 7:30. Why are you asking?
No, it's 10:26. You idiot.
9:26 p.m. Standard Time.
I'm on California time.
Nobody
You're in
cares about
you're in
California's
California.
time. No, Jared, though, what is our pretty pre-order of the week?
Speaking of shattered glass, it's Flame Toys Transformers Shattered Glass Drift.
Which they did a regular drift, and then I really am hoping I'm really not hoping they do a deadlock, because they're retooling it into doing. This is like they also did a Tarn. Well, are doing a Tarn. It's not out yet, but this is their like non-transforming but highly posable and amazing figures that are several $100s.
Yeah, this one is 300, and it looks amazing, but I could never dream of affording that.
But yeah,
Now, what is
it
the
has
story?
new stuff, as in the guns, basically, and the holsters for the guns and such. Drift did not come with those, but that is the thing that makes me wonder is that if they're doing Shattered Glass Drift before a deadlock, I feel like there's a deadlock coming, because basically the only difference is deadlock is Drift, but black and purple with guns, and they now have the mold with guns, so... But this is really, really pretty. I love that it has the guns and the swords, and it just... Man, God, this thing looks fantastic.
Take another look at it here.
Also, I'm really excited for their model kit lines. I really hope
what-
those come out soon. Or have they?
I just like zoomed in. I have no idea what I just did. Sorry. Oh, fixed it. There we go.
Man, this thing is pretty.
Absolutely.
And if you have $300 to just spare,
Ooh, it's red.
Can I have some money? But also buy this, I guess.
yeah. I feel
Ooh,
ya.
that's a punch in the wallet. That is a punch in the wallet.
Yeah, really.
That's the whole wallet gone.
Although I want
yeah.
their Tarn more than I want this, but this is a close runner-up because this is amazing.
You want
The only
see.
I really just on the subject of Tarns, the Iron Factory one is supposed to come out sometime this month, and I really want that one because it's
this
Tarn
month?
and also it's pocket scale. Yeah,
Huh, I didn't know that he
I
was
mean-
supposed to come out this month. I also didn't know Tarn was one of the first ones. I thought he was later.
no, it's Tarn, and then he's like 35, and then they have a 2-pack with Kaon and Voss, which
Yeah.
is 70. Those are both supposed to come out. I think, according to TF Source, those both are this month.
When is that? Is that DJD combiner out?
That's the
what
Iron
that's what
Factory
he's
one.
talking about. That's what
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm stupid.
So yeah, if I'm remembering right, and I'm going to check it right now, I think those first 3 figures are supposed to be out this month. Yeah, so at least Tarn, and I feel like the other 2 also. I feel like I remember seeing that. Yeah. All
SCF
3
counts
haven't.
as a price build for those.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It might be the same.
All
Skyping.
3 have an estimated
Crap,
arrival
Skype.
of October, and also I was wrong on the price for the 2-pack. It's 60, not 70.
It might be the same way for how they did their or like the DJ be like the same way as the Bruticus that they did, because like for their Bruticus, like one set came out before the end of the year, and then the rest came out after the new year started.
I've also seen a couple eBay listings. I think for Tarn from China, which might be reliable, because that's how I got my Steel Lucifer. It was through one of those listings.
Lucifer. That sounds so cool.
I was muted. I was trying to get us back on topic, and I was muted. I was like, why is no one listening to me and still talking? I was like, it's very unusual that everyone keeps talking while I'm talking. That
Eric,
would be why.
I've had the same issue at family reunions, man.
Well, but you weren't muted, were you?
It feels like it sometimes.
Well, this recording is going to be very interesting, I can tell you that.
Good thing I have the recording still.
Didn't you get cut out of the conversation at some point earlier on?
Skype crashed. My recording didn't. My recording's not through Skype. It crashed for like 10 seconds and I stalled during it. That's why I said I'm done stalling.
It's Nova.
Oh, okay.
Real quick, anyways, yeah. So
But
real quick, just to finish my thought, there are a couple eBay listings. That's all.
Also, I need to say something because I forgot to mention this. We forgot to mention this during the Gridman thing. We never talked about that the main character looks like Classics Cliff Jumper, because in the Shattered Glass BotCon story, Classics Cliff Jumper was the human ally, was the Autobot from our world that went to their world and was our perspective character, and that's who the main protagonist is.
You also
and his
forgot
shoes are straight his vehicle mode. His shoes are straight up his vehicle mode.
Yeah, that was cool. You also forgot that one of the characters uses long view as his binoculars.
Yep. That's what started.
I was going to say, as mentioned, there are a billion, and you can totally find way more than we said. So
yes,
keep your eyes peeled.
I think what I was last saying got cut off, but it looks like the kaiju might be based on Japanese beast formers. Yeah. Yep. Okay, I wasn't sure if that saved or not.
Yeah, I mentioned it once you were gone.
Yeah.
Question of the week. We're gonna skip because it's for Miguel, and Miguel had to step out for tonight.
Yeah, that's Chris' bit. I don't feel right stealing her bit. Yeah. I will, however, steal Tanner's bit.
It's mainly because the question's from Miguel.
That's true.
So we can have someone else say it. It doesn't matter there, but yeah, for random quote of the week, Tanner isn't here, but Tanner gave it. So Rob, what is our random quote of the week?
The random quote of the week is Soundwave is now new Soundwave.
Yep. Instead of being Sound Blaster in the
because the Headmaster's dub.
Yeah, Soundwave becomes new Soundwave because
now with Sunless Galleries.
And Billy becomes Blaster.
And what was the name? What was the name of the ship? I can never remember.
The SS Anne.
No,
I don't know.
Like the one when Fort Max was in his ship mode instead of being like a city or a robot. What was that ship called?
The Maximus battleship.
No, but in the dub.
Oh, I don't know.
It was like I keep wanting to say like Nemo for some reason, and I don't know why.
It's the Mina. I swear, it's the Mina.
Only Chris
is gonna get that joke.
Well, Chris isn't here.
That is, she'll be listening later. Trust me.
Yeah. But anyways, this week's mascot is Biscunder Lando.
Okay, seriously, you guys keep talking about that. What the heck?
The character
We'll explain
Lando
later.
from Star Wars.
No,
but
I
it is
figured that.
under Lando.
We'll explain after the show.
No, we won't.
That, like, is that
You
a
don't
yoga?
explain it.
That's
We are
yoga
not
position.
allowed.
You're not allowed. No one is allowed to
No
know.
one is allowed to know what that means.
It's yoga.
You know what? I like that interpretation. That's not what it was.
Downward-facing
But
dog. Biscunder Lando.
That absolutely is not what it was, but we'll go with that.
That
as
could
the
be what
official.
that's what it could be now, though. I kind of like that.
I've got a shirt idea. I will tell you guys after the show.
This Underlando is the new yoga pose.
Basically, yeah. Just remind me after the show.
And
I'll tell you that.
also on Nerdy Geek Talk this week, since Miguel isn't here, I'll just say it. We have a couple things probably coming this week, but the main thing is we have a certain interview you definitely want to keep an eye out for. It will be hopefully recorded tomorrow and then going up. And I won't say exactly who it is, but I will say that it is someone from the cast of Cyberverse.
No kidding.
So,
Oh,
definitely
that's
keep
cool.
your eye out this week.
I'm
I'm
hyped.
thinking we're going to upload it as an episode, but not,
Yeah.
but still separate, like how we've done for basically whenever a Bumblebee movie trailer comes out. That seems to be how what happens is that there's 2 episodes in a week, a normal episode and a special episode. So it'll still be a numbered episode, but it will be a special episode.
A
and
very
it will
special
be,
episode of Steel City Bots.
Yep, and it will be an interview with a voice actor
Vampire?
from Cyberverse. So get excited. It's
I
very,
am.
Is it is going
it
to be
Megatron?
awesome.
Tell me it's
so.
Megatron. Tell me it's Megatron.
I can tell you it isn't Megatron, but I'm not going to confirm or deny anything else from now on. You're going to have to wait a day or two to hear it. But yeah,
Sorry,
so
everyone.
if you like this show or our other shows, definitely make sure to share it out with your friends on social media. Go for it. But the places that you can find it at to share it out are basically anywhere you listen to podcasts. Nerdy Geek Talk is our network, which has Steel City Bots, Nerdy Geek Talk Reviews, Awesome Asylum Sometimes, Holocron Herald, Mandalorian Mandate, billions of shows, and also
Anime
the special
Overdrive.
interview that we're going to be having. I'm stressing. You're going to want to listen to that interview.
Okay.
Basically, anywhere you listen to podcasts, Podbean, Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Apple
You guys-
Podcasts, all that good stuff. Nerdy
about-
Geek
what about
Talk is where you subscribe to.
What about Spotify?
Are
No.
there podcasts on Spotify?
You can do
Yes.
podcasts on
We talked
Spotify,
about this.
but if I remember correctly, you have to pay like a weird amount. I don't remember. It was like some unfeasible amount of money. I can't remember exactly
You have
what
to
it
pay
was.
money to get podcasts on podcast places anyways. The only place you can
I
get
know, but it
podcasts
was
for
like
free is YouTube. but-
It was either some weird unreasonable amount or they put ads on it and then you don't get any of the ad revenue. It was something to that degree.
Oh yeah, I
that
actually
is
got reached
lame.
out to about a service that puts ads and monetizes podcasts recently.
Oh,
I forget
interesting.
what it was, but yeah, I have an email in my inbox that I need to look at again.
Yeah.
I don't think.
All
we're
I
gonna
know
monetize
is there's
it, but-
some reason that it's not a great idea to put podcasts on Spotify.
Because no one
unless you're-
listens to podcasts on Spotify. That's the reason.
I think people do, but I mean because like if you're not making money off the podcast, you're basically going to be losing money by putting it on Spotify more
Yeah.
than you would on another site.
I was going to
If
say
you do
still
listen-
are in other places, but
And if you do listen to podcasts on Spotify, yell at Eric because he wants you to.
Yeah,
or
everybody,
listen
it's
anywhere else.
it's at Eric Crowbar. Let
Hey,
him
we're not
know
there
if he
yet.
listens.
Also,
I know,
Nerdy
but
Geek Talk on YouTube is where you can subscribe and you can listen to stuff. We may have videos of us, like videos versions of the show go up eventually. We may work on that, but we'll see. Definitely stay tuned there for possibly videos from TFCon as well, because that is less
I'll be
than
taking
2
some.
weeks away. So we may
I'll
upload some stuff there.
I'll provide you some videos, Eric.
Cool.
I'm a camera
We'll probably
photographer,
have
so-
several. So, and then personally, you could find me at Eric Crowbar on Twitter. I tweet lots, see everything there. Basically, tweet me about Transformers or potatoes, up to you. You can also find me at Aramis Prime on Instagram, and then Also, in several Transformers Facebook groups, I will say this too. The Facebook
Oh,
group
really?
Transformers and Such. If you want to go there and join, it should be easy to join. They are selling T-shirts, but also a set of stickers, and one of those stickers I drew. I submitted it into their contest. I submitted my drawing of Ultra Magnus, and my drawing made the cut. I won third place, so I actually won a T-shirt.
Oh, cool,
but
dude!
Yeah, as you say, they're producing it, so they're doing a set of 5 stickers. One of those stickers is my Ultra Magnus. So if you're interested in that,
sweet.
go join the Transformers Facebook group, or message me on Twitter, and I can see if I can possibly get some for you ordered. But yeah.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
cool.
I want some.
Yeah, so I'm very excited for that. And then, last but not least, YouTube. You can find me at Eric Crowbar. I have been doing October still, but the last week and a half has been insane. So it may not seem like I've been doing it because I haven't been uploading it, but I have been doing it. I'm going to do a big video of all of the ones that I've been behind on, and I have a couple other videos recorded. I just need to play catch up. It's been a crazy 2 weeks, so the time basically leading up to TFCon, I'm going to be catching up, then going to TFCon, and then probably needing to catch up again afterwards, but it's okay. So
Is it really, though? Is it?
I don't know, Soundjack. Is it?
Is anything okay?
This is true.
Will
No,
anything ever be okay again?
never. When was it okay?
You can
Exactly.
find Tanner at Optanus Prime. Definitely tweet at him. So make him
I'm
check his Twitter. And then you can find Miguel at Logos Minor, and he's awesome. So you should just tweet at him because Miguel's awesome, and definitely very tall. And then, anyways,
You know who isn't tall?
I hope one of those wasn't a lie.
Me. I'm
My
short.
I was gonna say my sister, Christabella. You can find her at which one do I use?
at the mom.
Kome Mom. Kome
Yeah,
Mom
Kome
at
Mom.
Kome Mom. That's where you can find her. Give her a reason to be on there, and give me a reason too. My Twitter. Yes, I actually have a Twitter. I made this because I used to be on Twitter all the time, but I stopped. Chris maybe make a new account. You can find me at Glorious Dewback, as in the animal from Star Wars. Because those things, my original Twitter was Majestic Dewback, but I forgot the password to that. So
I feel you.
we are now Glorious Dewback.
Okay, so I am following you. I couldn't remember.
You are?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
neat.
one of the 3.
Because
and
he
one of
is
them is Chris.
at _ Zeus, right, Zeus?
Yeah, on my Twitter, and I also just changed my Instagram to that. So that's at _ Zeus. That's the word _ spelled out. And then I'm also on YouTube at PCM Reviews, which I haven't gotten around to changing my name there yet because whatever reason. But
You should
Yeah.
change that whenever you upload your Bumblebee video.
Yes.
well, then it'll be confusing because I start that one out by saying, "What's up, nerds? It's PCM Reviews." So I'm gonna wait until a week after I put it up.
But then you're not going to do it.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Anyways,
At least you admit it, Zeus.
Yeah.
Soundjack, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at SoundJack426. My YouTube channel features Transformers reviews, as well as my podcast, Soundjack's Rambles, and a few other things that I know Eric would like me to get done sooner rather than later, but they're unfortunately going to have to be later projects.
I
Instagram.
know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Soon.
Instagram is where I post photos of my toys, and Twitter is where I hang out. So come on by and say hi. I'll definitely have pictures of Cybertron, Megatron on there, and I never made the point of why I really wanted to encourage putting David K's birthday on, because I got it yesterday on the Cybertron, Megatron on David K's birthday.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, I received it yesterday, which was his birthday. That's why I pushed for that instead of what Eric had.
Also,
Yeah, mine was
what
just the
it?
movie's DVD release.
But
Transformers.
also, David
2007
K's
movie.
birthday was better than the DVD movie release. Yeah.
Also, Saturday was Christabella's 21st birthday for an extra, history lesson.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
she's old.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm older. I'm gonna be 24 in November.
Oh man, you're so
Okay,
old.
So now you are you're not a regular, but Because Diecast would have.
I was just gonna say, but he's not the oldest person to have been on the podcast because we've had Diecast.
Yeah.
So I need to be on one more time, is what you're saying. I got to beat Diecast.
No. No,
you'd
you
be
can't.
the oldest recurring member.
Literally the oldest person that's been on the show.
He's the oldest recurring though.
Age.
All
Because
right.
you're older than everyone that's here.
Challenge accepted.
But
I'm coming for you, Diecast. I'm coming for you.
Well,
Don't know who you are, but I'm coming for you.
Yourself to death, I guess. I don't know. Anywho, sorry.
Figure out how to age faster, maybe. I don't know.
I was gonna say, sound check. Did you cover everything or no?
I'll go find the
Yeah, I got
time
everything.
chamber.
I got everything. I just be good. Derek.
Did
Jared.
Jared mute himself? Oh. I think Jared is dead.
Jared, why did you die? Jared, did you mute yourself?
Jared is kill.
No, I think he's dead. I think
He's frozen.
I think his internet potatoed.
Oh no, Jared!
I'm back.
We just have to
I
say
am-
that Jared died multiple times, and then he always comes back to life.
It's like Bloody Mary.
Is that what we're gonna do at his funeral?
What?
Oh God.
Jared, are you dying?
Let me check. Oh,
That was terrible, Zeus.
I know, and I'm a terrible person, but I feel like it needed to be said.
I missed it. I was too busy tweeting.
Let's just say I was also distracted. But anyways, Jared, did you give your social media? I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention.
I am about to.
Good, yeah, go for it.
Okay. Twitter, Jared Proco. At Jared Proco. That's where I'm at basically all the time. So if you want to get in contact with me, that's your best bet. Other than that, I do post pictures of my toys on Instagram, which is my what I call my third-party version of the Deskbot, which is the Nightbot.
Also, if you want to get in contact with Jared, his
AR.
phone number is 867-5309.
8675309.
Why do I know that?
It's a
Everyone
song.
knows that song.
Yeah, that was the joke. But if you want Jared's phone number, let me know. I have it. I think he's gone again, so I don't know if
What?
he actually heard.
No, I heard that. Oh, I heard that.
Uh-oh.
Well, we're better in the show before things get out of hand.
I was gonna say,
Again.
no, before I actually say his phone number. Just kidding, I don't have your phone number memorized, Jared. You're not that special. The only people's phone number I have memorized are my father, mother, and dog.
Do you want my sister's number? I will happily give that
You
out.
didn't question the fact that my dog is a phone number.
I was about to.
My dog does. I don't think that's an abnormal thing.
Ask.
My dog doesn't have a phone number, unless my brother is my dog, but my brother is not my dog, so my dog does not have a phone number. Although I don't even know my brother's phone number, actually, so...
I don't know my brother's phone number either.
I don't have a phone.
He didn't get a phone till after I did. I learned my parents' phone numbers before... I mean, I also know mine, but... Because some people don't know their own phone number.
I don't have one.
Should we end the show?
But
Yeah.
No! Let's talk about phone numbers
We're-
some more.
Okay, my dad doesn't know his own phone number, so anytime he's trying to sign up for something, he has to ask me.
Alright, but if you want to call the show, you can't. So, goodbye.
If you want to call my
The
dad,
day that
DM.
actually happens.
Bye, Hanara.